Our DEI host, Chelsea Handler.
Reynolds, how's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard?
For providing us with that distraction. I'm grateful. I think we're all grateful. And I think we're good.
Chelsea Handler is known for her sharp tongue. And this time, she directed her comedic fire at Blake Lively during a live event, sending shockwaves through Hollywood. The incident occurred at the Critics' Choice Awards, where Handler took the stage and delivered a brutal roast targeting Lively and director Justin Baldoni, whose legal battle has become a major Hollywood controversy. With her signature deadpan delivery, Handler threw out punchlines that left the audience gasping and laughing simultaneously.
I think everybody in this room, no matter whose side you're on, we can all agree to accept that there's probably not going to be a sequel.
It was a public takedown that nobody saw coming, and the impact was immediate. As soon as Handler made the joke, the reaction in the room was telling. Hollywood's biggest stars burst into laughter, showing that Lively's attempts to control the narrative had failed. The energy in the room confirmed that the industry was no longer buying into Lively's portrayal as a victim in the messy legal war she has waged against Baldoni. The timing of Handler's joke could not have been worse for Lively, as her lawsuit had already been losing credibility due to newly surfaced evidence. Hollywood's public reaction to the joke sent a clear message. Lively had lost the court of public opinion. Had Lively and Baldoni been present at the event, Handler would have gone even harder on them. But even in their absence, the damage was done. At home, Lively was likely scrolling through social media, witnessing firsthand how Hollywood had turned against her. The reaction was not just about a comedian making a joke. It was a sign that the industry had grown tired of her carefully crafted victim narrative. For months, Lively had attempted to portray herself as the wronged party in this legal battle, but Handler's joke exposed a deeper truth. Hollywood was done playing along. The legal war between Lively and Baldoni had started as a private dispute over creative control of a film. However, it quickly escalated into one of the nastiest Hollywood feuds in recent memory. Lively filed a lawsuit against Baldoni, accusing him of misconduct, while Baldoni countered with a massive $400 million defamation lawsuit against Lively and her husband, Ryan Reynolds. On top of that, Baldoni also sued the New York Times for $250 million, claiming they had aided Lively's smear campaign against him. The sheer scale of the lawsuits made it clear this wasn't just a personal feud. It was a full-blown Hollywood war. The battle took an unexpected turn when Baldoni released evidence contradicting Lively's claims. While Lively insisted that Baldoni had orchestrated a smear campaign against her, text messages showed that her team had been actively trying to discredit Baldoni as well. One of the most damaging revelations involved Lively's breastfeeding allegations against Baldoni. She had accused him of making inappropriate comments while she was breastfeeding on set, but leaked text messages revealed that she had invited him into her trailer while breastfeeding. The evidence completely shattered her claim, making it seem like her lawsuit was built on distortions and exaggerations. One of the most shocking allegations in Lively's lawsuit was that Baldoni had inappropriately touched her during filming. She claimed there was a recording that proved her accusations. However, when Baldoni released the full behind-the-scenes footage, it told a completely different story. The video showed a professional interaction between two actors, contradicting Lively's allegations of misconduct. The moment that was supposed to prove Baldoni's guilt instead revealed Lively's potential manipulation of the truth. As the evidence continued piling up against Lively, the media narrative started shifting. Handler's roast was simply the final nail in the coffin. The moment she made the joke, it became clear that Hollywood was no longer taking Lively's claims seriously. No one rushed to defend her. No one gasped in shock. Instead, they laughed, signaling that they saw her as a joke rather than a victim. Ryan Reynolds' involvement in the legal war only made matters worse. Reports surfaced that Reynolds had allegedly tried to use his influence in Hollywood to sabotage Baldoni's career. There were even rumors that Reynolds had played a role in getting Baldoni dropped from his talent agency. If true, this would indicate that the fight had extended beyond Lively and Baldoni. It had become a battle of Hollywood power dynamics. Some insiders speculated that Reynolds' aggressive tactics suggested he was personally invested in taking Baldoni down, raising questions about the real reason behind his involvement. Lively's lawsuit also began affecting her relationships, including her longtime friendship with Taylor Swift. Swift had initially supported Lively when she filed the lawsuit, but as the case progressed, she distanced herself. Reports suggested that Swift was furious when she realized that Lively had used her name to add credibility to her claims. A leaked text from Lively referred to Swift and Reynolds as her dragons, implying that they would defend her in this fight. However, when Swift learned about this, she was reportedly unhappy about being dragged into the controversy. The situation took an even more dramatic turn when Baldoni's legal team suggested that Swift might be called to testify in court. The mere possibility of being involved in the trial led Swift's PR team to go into full damage control mode. They released statements downplaying Swift's involvement, attempting to spin the narrative to make it seem like she had been tricked into supporting Lively's claims. Despite their efforts, the damage had already been done. Swift was now linked to one of Hollywood's biggest scandals, and it was clear that she wanted nothing to do with it. As tensions escalated, Lively's legal team took desperate measures. They filed subpoenas demanding access to Baldoni's phone records, emails, and deleted messages, hoping to find evidence that could turn the case in their favor. However, this move raised suspicions. If they truly had solid evidence from the start, why were they now scrambling to find proof? The subpoenas suggested that Lively's team was searching for anything they could use against Baldoni, further weakening her case in the eyes of the public. Legal experts have pointed out that this lawsuit has the potential to be as explosive as the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial. If Lively and Baldoni go to court, it could become one of the most high-profile Hollywood legal battles in recent memory. Both parties have a lot to lose, and the longer the case drags on, the worse it could be for their careers. While some insiders believe Lively may try to settle before the trial begins, others argue that Reynolds won't allow that to happen. Given his apparent determination to take Baldoni down, a private settlement may not be an option. Regardless of how the lawsuit unfolds, the damage to Lively's reputation has already been done. The moment Chelsea Handler turned her into a punchline, Hollywood made it clear that they had moved on. What started as a legal battle has now become a PR disaster, and Lively is left trying to salvage what remains of her public image. Whether she chooses to settle or take the case to trial, one thing is certain: there is no coming back from this unscathed. Handler's roast was not just a comedic moment, it was a turning point in how Hollywood views Lively. No longer seen as a beloved actress, she is now at the center of a scandal that threatens to overshadow her entire career. The legal war between her and Baldoni is far from over.